Cobb, everybody. Hey, I asked a question. You all answered a lot to rank the Motörhead videos. I did an Only News That Matters, and I said on that episode, hey man, you leave me 10 comments of ranking the Motörhead albums, and I'll do it sooner than, because I'm going to do it anyway. But no, man, I got way more than 10. A lot of people, and I was like, oh, I gotta make this video, you know? So this is the soonest I can make it. I've been a little busy, but I got the time now. And before, see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rank all the studio albums, not the live albums, but before, oh man, there it is. I'll get that in a second. Well, actually, I'll get it right now, and I'll show you, because these are things that are not going to be in the ranking, but are part of my Motörhead collection. And this is one called Meltdown. Now, unfortunately, it got scratched, and the chick looks like she got a mustache now. Oh well. And it's a cool box set. It has like a lot of stuff that appears later on and something I'm going to show you all. But it's got some cool, like, you know, B-side type stuff and live with Robbo type stuff. And just cool shit. That's the first thing I'm going to show you that's not going to be part of the ranking. Alright, and I got this. This was a record store day, right? I believe I bought this on record store day, which is a double silver vinyl called Remorse? No, this ain't no remorse. This is Remorse, no. And it brings some cool shit, some alternative versions and stuff. Good stuff. 2 vinyls. And I still got the plastic on it. But let me look at inside. Yeah, I can see some pictures. Pretty cool. All right, there you go. Now, this ain't part of the ranking, but it is my all-time favorite Motörhead release. No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Now the story, this ain't the original one I bought. Back in the day, I've told this story a million times, but in case you haven't heard me tell this story and you're a Motörhead fan, this will be kind of interesting, I think. I saw Motörhead open for Heart and Blue Oyster Cult at the Miami Baseball Stadium. A week before that show, they were giving a 10-second clip of the new Motörhead album, Ace of Spades, and they were playing the song Ace of Spades, just a little clip, and I'm like, you know, I heard that commercial quite a few times before the show, and I was telling all my friends, we gotta get there early, to see it. And we did, and they were mind-blowing. That was the very first Motörhead show in America. And what's really strange is I also saw the very last Motörhead show in America at Pompano Beach Amphitheater. Then they went to Europe, and then Lemmy passed away. But I've seen Motörhead a bunch of times. Anyway, I couldn't find Ace of Spades anywhere. I looked, and it was months and months after I saw Motörhead. I went to this place called Ricky Records. I used to go there all the time. I mean, I would never expect to find a Motörhead album there. They had this. Like months later, I was like, oh my God, a Motörhead album. And to this day, this is the greatest Motörhead album, I think. It's just numero uno, man, but it's a live album, you know? Then I got No Remorse. Unfortunately, I don't have the cool leather version. I believe Tony Dio, the guy that does that show with me, I believe he does have the leather version. Anyway, it's awesome, Killed by Death and so on, but I'm not using that. All right, this one's really cool. This is called From the Vaults, right? Yeah, From the Vaults. Now this one has got a lot of like B-side material. There's a song on here. Actually, there's 2 songs on here called Under the Knife. They're both totally different songs, but they're both titled Under the Knife, which is, I'm sure it's inspired by Twist Sisters Under the Blade, because Lemmy was a huge Twist Sister fan. But yeah, it's got Too Late, Too Late, you know, Dead Man Had No Tail live versions, Remember Me, I'm Gone, Turn You Around, Under the Knife, Bomber, which is with Girl School, and Don't Do That, which is with, who was that with? Yeah, the Young and the Moody Band, it says here. And then Master Plan, which is a Plasmatic song that Motörhead covers. And then No Class, which Plasmatics cover, but that's not the version that you'll find on Coup d'Etat. There's a different version that Plasmatics did to No Class. And then the last song on here is Stand By Your Man, the song that Lemmy and Wendy O recorded that drove Fast Eddie so crazy that he quit the band soon after recording that. Well, there you go. I love this. It's good stuff. All right, this is the birthday party. I also have the VHS, which was a show they played at the Hammersmith, and Wendy O came out. Phil Lynott came out during Motörhead just playing, and a bunch of other people. Robbo and Fast Eddie and all those people. This is cool. This is actually if you look closely, I had Lemmy autograph it. Kind of sloppy, but he autographed it. It's Almost 1916, and this, it only has 2 songs on here. The one to Sing the Blues and I'm So Bad I Don't Care, and then it has a pretty cool Lemmy interview on this. So yeah, that's a rarity right there. Alright, this is live at Brixton. It's a good show, but yeah. You know, it's record companies just releasing shit without Lemmy's permission. This one I'm pretty sure Lemmy let go out. I'm sure he stood behind this one. No Sleep at All, right? It's good. I dig it. Just because you got the power doesn't mean you got the right. It's a good live album. Probably my second favorite after No Sleep at Hammersmith. This is a single for the one to Sing the Blues, and it has a couple bonus tracks like, I think it's Dead Man's Hand and Eagle Rock. Eagle Rock is an awesome song, and it didn't make an album. It's a B-side, and it's on here. And Eagle Rock rules, man. This is a double live album from Hamburg, Germany, 1998. This is already when it was just Mickey D and Phil Campbell and Lemmy. It's a good live album, probably my third favorite. There you go. After those, all right, what else? Okay, this is, of course this will be in the ranking, but this is one of those thick, remember those old school thick CDs, which had 2 albums on here, which was Bomber and Ace of Spades. I bet with today's technology, you can put both those albums on one CD. But anyway, I'll talk about these albums later. But yeah, the reason I want to show you is not only did I have Lemmy, but I had Filthy as well sign it. And this was on the 1916 tour. Alright, damn it, come on. Alright, next, I'll talk about this one later. We Are Motörhead. I gotta giving that CD to my friend. And No Remorse again on CD. Alright, now, we're going to go into the ranking. And I'll tell you right now, the ranking, it's 22 albums. And yeah, so let's get this started. I gotta tell you, what's been my least favorite Motörhead album forever has just changed. Because I took a deep dive on the Motörhead album. I mean, I know all these albums, but there's some that I don't know like the back of my hand. A lot of them I do, but some I don't. I know them, but I had to go revisit, take a refresher. And my least favorite Motörhead album before has now been topped by another album I think is even less, it's not as good even as what I thought was the worst Motörhead album, and that is from 1998, Snake Bite Love. It's just not memorable to me. I think the title track is kind of funny, you know, it's okay. And what's that, Love for Sale is okay, but that's about it. Like the rest is like unmemorable. And I was listening to it yesterday and I'm like, yeah, this is even worse. You know, this is their 14th album from 1998. And I think it's even worse than their 1992 album. Their 10th album I always thought was the worst was March or Die. But listening to this today, man, there's some cool tracks on here. I love Bad Religion. I think that song rules. Jack the Ripper's pretty good. I hate Hellraiser. God, I hate the Ozzy version too. You know, the title track, and the rest is kind of like whatever. The thing about this album, this is when Motörhead was on Sony Records. So this is like the most, even though it doesn't sound like a sellout album, this is the Motörhead album. It's just listening to it, all I can hear on this album is compromise. Compromising with the record company. That's all I hear on here. Like they do a cover of Cat Scratch Fever that's extremely unnecessary. And yeah, You Better Run was okay. But yeah, there you go. That one is at number 21. All right, at number 20, and this one came out in 2010, and it is their 20th album. The World Is Yours. This one is, from the later ones, of course, it's my least favorite, but it's got its moments. I was listening to this today. Now I gotta look at the songs that are in here to refresh, to remember. And this shit's tight, man. It's tight. I don't got my glasses on. Well, whatever, man. It's okay. It's an improvement from the last two. But it is a little samey, you know. But there are some cool tracks on here that I can't read to you now. All right, and next at 19, their 19th album, 2008 Motorizer. Now this one has some good tracks on there. Run Around Man's a good one. Rock Out, I dig that one a lot. Good stuff on here. Heroes. And then some, you know, whatever, kind of rushy songs, but not a bad album. Motorizer, it's getting kind of kick-ass now. All right, this next one I like a lot, even though it's all the way down at number 18. It's 1996, the 13th album, Overnight Sensation. This one, I've heard Mickey D complain about them making this album. Is this the one? No, it wasn't. I was thinking, there's a future one with Wurzel. This one already, Wurzel is gone. But, man, there's some good shit on here, like Civil War, Kicks Ass, Break You Like a Fox. I Don't Believe a Word's really good, a really good song. Yeah, and I know there's a few other ones I liked. Oh, Them Not Me, that one's a good one. Murder Show. There you go. Overnight Sensation is number 18. All right, let me go now. At number 17, it came out in 2002. It's their 16th album called Hammered. This one's pretty heavy, man. Walk the Crooked Line, Brave New World, rips. That's a fast, crazy song. Kill the World, Serial Killer. Good stuff. And also has a bonus track, The Game, the song that he wrote for that wrestler, Triple H, I think. And it's a good song. I dig it, even though I was really not into wrestling anymore. I'm the Roddy Piper generation. All right, that was Hammered. All right, number 16, their second to last album, Aftershock. Now, this is a really good album. There's some really, really good songs on here. But I got to tell you, man, I'm already hearing Lemmy's voice is getting weak by this point. It doesn't have the... From everything down, man, I'm telling you, it was starting with this album because I think, what was it? The World Is Yours. His voice was still there. This one, it's kind of, yeah, it's hurting a little bit. But still, I love Heartbreaker, End of the Line, Dust and Glass. That's a real good one. Going to Mexico, kick-ass tune. Queen of the Dam. Good stuff on here, man. What is that one now? Aftershock is 16. Number 16, their 21st album. All right. At number 15 from 2006, their 18th album, Kiss of Death. This is pretty heavy too, man. I love Sucker. That's a bad song. That's a badass song. Under the Gun, Trigger. Trigger's a good one. Good stuff on here, man. Kingdom of the Worm. I dig it. We're getting to real good Motörhead albums now, man. Most of them, I mean, yeah, look how low I am on the list, and we're already getting to the really good. Before it was like, it's somewhat good, somewhat forgettable, but now we're getting into the really good. And at number 14, I gotta say, surprisingly good. Their 23rd and final album, 2015's Bad Magic. Yes, his voice still is a little straining, but man, there's some Victory or Die is awesome. Thunder and Lightning, The Devil, Electricity. A lot of good stuff on it. Choking on Your Scream. And they do a halfway decent version of Sympathy of the Devil. It's cool, man. It's good stuff. They went out with a good album, man. Even though Aftershock's not bad, this one's better. They went out with a better one. All right, that one is number 15. Number 13 from 1991. And it's also kind of like their commercial album because they were just signed to Sony. And I'm talking about 1916. They kind of, you can kind of hear a gloss on this. Opposed to every Motörhead album that came before, this one has more of a sheen on it. But my God, there's some great songs. Like, man, I'm so bad that I don't care. Song rules. No Voice in the Sky is probably my favorite on here. I love Nightmare of the Dreamtime because it's so weird, it's different. Ramones is a great song, and 1916 is beautiful. It's gorgeous. All right, so yeah, that one is number 13. 13. All right, at number 12. Well, it's really this album, but you know, it was also released as On the Prowl, and I love this album. A lot of people would rank it much lower. I love it. I love Vibrator. I love, of course, you know, I've known Iron Horse forever because of the live album, but I love the slowed down, kick-ass version. Awesome stuff. Yeah, man. Train Kept Rollin' is a cool cover. And Lone Johnny, the song Motörhead. White Line Fever, The Watcher. I love this album, man. Good stuff. The first Motörhead album. All right. At number 11, we're getting to number 10. This is a great, awesome album. Inferno. This one, when did this come out? Inferno came out in 2014. It's their 17th album. Yeah, it's in my top 3 of better of the last era of the 3-piece with Mikkey D. I like only 2 more than this one, but this album smokes, man. I love it, man. Killers and Fight. Good stuff, man. Inferno. All right, next. Oh man, I love this one. I got it in a box set. I gave my other copy away to my friend Ruben. Iron Fist, man. This is my least favorite of the Fast Eddie years, but I love this freaking album, man. This album, I covered the song The Doctor. I hope I remember to add it to this video at the end. Remind me. Oh no, you can't. Video's already done. But my God, Iron Fist is one of my favorite Motörhead songs. Like I said, I love The Doctor. I covered it. Sex and Outrage. I love Sex and Outrage because there's a line in that song where Lemmy's voice breaks and they left it in. I thought that was fucking awesome. America, Speed Freak, Don't Let It Grind You Down, Don't Need No Religion, Banks Right. You know, I actually think this album's a little more backloaded Not that the songs in the front are bad, they're not, but I think they get better as they go on, except for Iron Fist. I think that's the best song on here. But yeah, Iron Fist, that one is at number 10. And it's their 5th album released in 1992. At number 3, some of you put this higher, and I don't blame you, it's a great album. Bomber, that came out in 1979. This is the second Motörhead album to come out in 1979. And yeah, Dead Man Tell No Tales, Stone Dead Forever, The Bomber, Sweet Revenge, Sharpshooter, Poison. Great stuff, man. Good stuff. My favorite Motörhead era is these 3. But I love it all. I love it all. All right, where are we now? Yeah, Bomber. All right, number 8. And I had the whole band sign this album. Rock and Roll. This, I would say, is the most underrated of all Motörhead albums. What number is it here? It's number 8. But man, I'm telling you, it's one of my favorites. But I got 8 more. Shit, I got like 15 more favorites. But man, this song, Rock and Roll, the opening track. I love Blackheart. Boogeyman is awesome. The Wolf Trader, Dogs, Stone Deaf in the USA. The whole band signed it. All right, let's see. There's Filthy Animal. There's Wizzo. That was Phil Campbell. Lemmy. No, that's Wurzel. Lemmy. And who the fuck signed that up? Somebody else signed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody else signed this shit. Okay, I don't remember. Those were my drinking days. All right, Rock and Roll, number 8. At number 7, their 11th album. Awesome album, Bastard. Coming, it's not that I hated 1916, but it was like a departure. Them getting a little glossy. Then March or Die came out and was like, oh, this is horrible. Well, this album, they were signed to some other label, right? And when they signed to that other label said, hey, we want you to be fucking Motörhead. And this is like Motörhead on speed. This is, Mickey D, I know, Tommy Aldridge played on March or Die, but Mickey D came on here. I think Mickey D played on a song or two, or Filthy and Mickey D both played on a song on March or Die, but this is all Mickey D. And this is amazing. I'll never forget when I saw the video for Burner. I was like, oh my God, fucking amazing. Motörhead never sounded like that before. It was more like jet-fueled Motörhead. It was so tight and crazy. And it has everything to do with Mickey D because he's such a freaking killer drummer. Death or Glory Rules, I Am the Sword, probably my favorite. I hate Don't Let Daddy Kiss Me. That's the one part on here sucks. Liar is great. Lost in the Ozone. We Bring the Shake Devils. I love Bastards. And that is all the way at number 7, their 11th album released in 1993. The next one was their 15th album released in 2000. This, my second favorite of the later stuff. I think this one's very underrated too. I think nobody really caught on to how good this album is. Man, See Me Burning rips. Stay Out of Jail, one of my favorites on here. Out to Lunch, God Save the Queen. It's not a bad cover, but I wish they didn't do it. We Are Motörhead, that song. It's total Motörhead. Love it. All the way up at number, what was it again? At number 6, We Are Motörhead. At number 5, damn, do I love this album. Orgasmatron. I know what my claw is for. You make me laugh, babe. You make me sick. Fucking Nothing Up My Sleeve. Stone Deaf Forever. The Claw. Mean Machine. Built for Speed. Riding with the Driver. Dr. Rock is a song that I performed live with my band at a Lemmy tribute. And it's on YouTube somewhere. And of course the title track, Orgasmatron. For the longest time I was like, fuck you, man. Orgasmatron, Motörhead's version is better than Sepultura. I can't fight that no more. Sepultura does a better version, I think. And when I met Lemmy, they were so loud I was kind of deaf. And a guy asked Lemmy, I heard the guy say, Lemmy, what do you think of Sepultura's version of Orgasmatron? And Lemmy looked at him and said something I couldn't make out. I was like, damn, I wish I would have known what Lemmy thought of it. But anyway, Orgasmatron with the great Pete Gill, who played on this and No Remorse, right? This was a solid lineup. This is where Wurzel and Phil Campbell first came in and did an album after No Remorse. I love Orgasmatron. Are you kidding me? All right, number 4, my favorite of the later stuff. Fucking Sacrifice. I think Sacrifice, the song, may be the greatest opener to any Motörhead album. Even better than Iron Fist, as much as I love that song. Think about it. Overkill. Shit, is it better than Overkill? All right, I take that back. Second favorite. Second best. Because Overkill may be my all-time favorite Motörhead song. But man, song Over Your Shoulder. Dog-Faced Boy, Werewolf Weirdo, Pride and Joy. God, and I gotta say though, as much as I'm glorifying Sacrifice, my favorite song off this album is the last song. It's called Out of the Sun. Trees are glass where I live. Mountains made of rock, or some shit like that. It's awesome. Sacrifice, my favorite of the later stuff. And all the way at number 4. All right, at number 3. Man, I did an unboxing of this, and most people, their comment is this is the best Motörhead album. To me, it's their 3rd best, and I do love Another Perfect Day. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. And I got to tell you how I discovered. You see, I'm already a Motörhead fan. By this time this came out, I already had Iron Fist, and I had Ace of Spades. I didn't have Bomber yet, or Overkill. I don't think I had yet. But I got this one when I had those albums ready. But the first time I heard anything from this was on this radio show, a local radio show, and they played new music. And they played the song, I Want Mine. Is that the name of it? I believe it's called. Or I Got Mine, right? Yeah, I think it's I Got Mine. Anyway, so, is this fucking, yeah. So I hear that song, and I'm like, oh, it sounds kind of, it sounds kind of commercial. I didn't quite get it. And then fast forward a little while after that, I Got Mine is the name of it. I saw the video for One Track Mind on Night Flight, the USA Network. I was like, whoa! Robbo's ripping on it, and just Lemmy's voice, everything about that song screamed, you need to buy Another Perfect Day. And now I love I Got Mine. I love this whole damn album. My favorite on here is definitely the opening track, Back at the Funny Farm. But my God, Shine is awesome. Another Perfect Day is great. Rocket, Dancing on Your Grave. Amazing. Most people's number 1, my number 3. All right, number 2. The Ace of Spades. Fucking Love Me Like a Reptile. Is that my favorite? It's one of my favorites. Shoot You in the Back, Live to Win, Fast and Furious. We Are the Road Crew. That's my favorite song on here. But Fire, Fire, Jailbait, Dance is pretty underrated. Bite the Bullet, I'm Leaving You. The Chase is Better Than the Catch, and The Hammer. Every song on here is ripping. All the way at my number 2. And of course, you know it's my number 1. The first album that they released in 1970, Overkill. Again, not a bad song on here like Ace of Spades, but you got the song Overkill. And then going right into Stay Clean. What Lemmy does in the bass in that song is just so fucking cool. I Won't Pay Your Price, I'll Be Your Sister. I saw them play I'll Be Your Sister once on the 1991 tour. I was like, whoa. Capricorn, I love that song. No Class, Beyond Classic. Damage Case Rules, Tear You Down. Metropolis, Limb from Limb. A perfect album and definitely my favorite of Motörhead. And yeah, you see behind me, I put up my Motörhead tapestry just for this because I haven't put it up on my wall yet. But I will. So there you go, my friends. All you people that were saying, please rank the Motörhead albums. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a long one because they own a lot of albums and I can't live my life without any of them. Even Snakebite Love and March or Die. I need them all because I love Motörhead. And I have been a dedicated fan since 1981, I think was that show. Or 80, one of the two. Ever since I saw him at the baseball stadium, I became a lifelong friend, a fan. And I miss Lemmy, Filthy, Fast Eddie, Wurzel. Man, they were such. It's like the Ramones to me, you know. And they're kind of like the Ramones, you know. They're all gone, you know, and their music is just, you know, the real deal is how I like to say. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And leave your comments below. Hey, if you'd like to rank them, leave your ranking below. Or top 5, whatever. You may be lazy, and I dig you because you're lazy. That's all right. Doing nothing means a lot to me, to quote Bon Scott. And so, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithm, so stay frosty. Listen to Motörhead and smack 'em a gob.
I know the way you feel, I know it ain't too good. I know it feels like there's detergent in your blood. But don't you worry, gonna make you feel alright. Gonna lift your black depression, help you through the night. I'm your man, you know I'll help you if I can, 'cause I'm your doctor. I know you're desperate, I really sympathize. I see the morbid horror flicker in your eyes. But rest assured, I'm gonna help to ease your pain. I'm gonna put 1,000 tiny implants in your brain. I'm your boy, I'll make you unlame your choices. I'm the doctor.